Welcome to Attack Roll, a homebrew D&D campaign. This podcast follows the adventures of four unlikely heroes in the world of Chelonia. There are enough swords, spears, and spells, so everyone, pull up a chair and grab some dice. This is Attack Roll. All right, welcome to Attack Roll. I'm going to go around the table. You guys are going to tell your names, your players' names, and then we're going to get right to it, all right? Let's go ahead and start over here.
My name is Christian. I am playing Dantos Longleg the Younger, and I'm a rogue.
All right.
My name is Jason Walker, and I am playing Whisp the Tabaxi Ranger.
I am Tyler, and I will be playing the role of Drogan the Fighter.
I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Kyron Blackwater, the Warlock.
I'm Mike. I'm your DM, and let's get rolling. All right. Emerging from the manhole, the fresh air gives you an extra boost of energy as your adventure has tried to wear you down at every corner. You are presented with the most beautiful sunset that paints the sky with hues of red, orange, and blue. You are surrounded by 4-foot-tall, overgrown yellow grass with sprinkling patches of dead trees. What do you do?
Are we in a city?
You're just kind of in an open field area.
There's just a manhole in the open field?
Yep.
We don't see any type of structures immediately around us?
Nope.
Any smoke rising into the sky?
No, say what you're going to say. Sorry.
That's all right. Any, like, do we see, like, smoke from, like, a village or... Because it kind of seemed like it was some kind of a factory or something like that.
It was
an
old
refinery or something?
Old water filtration area.
Okay.
But,
I guess it was abandoned, so... I
mean, you guys can get the general idea that there's got to be a main road nearby, because this is a manhole, and where you came up, you know that at least somewhere around here is the rest of the structure, to the actual portion that leads down. So
as a halfling,
yeah,
I can't see over this grass. So
roll a perception check.
So 22.
All right. As you survey the area and navigate through the tall grass, you spot a small, overgrown walking path heading east into the island.
Hey guys, I found a path here.
After following the path for a mile or so, you guys find a dirt road that seems to be still in use. The road leads north and south.
Can we look down either which way to see if we find anything interesting?
Sure. Go roll a perception.
15.
All right. You look to the north, and you spot a mule-drawn wagon with 2 passengers heading in your direction. They seem to be old farmers. What do you do?
Well, we want to go north to try and find that city that Rotiart was talking about, correct?
Because that's on a
different island.
Right? Yeah.
Right. North of
But I don't see any problem with going north.
All right.
We got to
pick
people
one. Coming from
All
that
right.
way, so there's got to be something.
They can give us directions.
All right, an old man and an old woman roll up in a wagon. Immediately, the old woman starts talking to Drogan. By the power of the 9, you should be ashamed of yourself. What type of father lets his boy play in the sewers? As she points over to Dantos. What kind of a father does this?
Now, what in the Hades are we talking about here?
Are you kidding me? You let your son talk like this? This is ridiculous. I am an old woman. How about this? How about you two, all of you, come with me. We'll go home, we'll get you a nice change of clothes, clean you up, give you a full belly, and you have a good night's sleep, and you'll be able to, you'll come with us.
How does that sound, Daddy?
And you, hero's blood, what is this? You should be ashamed about yourself. You standing there with your mouth open and your head in the clouds. You should know better, hero.
Ho there, traveler.
Ho there? Who are you calling a ho there?
We are headed north to Pluto, an inn. North.
Yes. Well, Well,
So-
that is just ridiculous. You all are coming home with me at once. You're cleaning up. You're getting a nice dinner, and you're coming home with me now.
Are you headed north?
No, we are headed south. Home.
Where's the
Hey.
closest city?
We need some food, guys.
Yeah,
I
I'm
Right, Dad?
insist. She walks over. She just kind of grabs your arm, and she says, "I insist you all hop in my wagon and come home with at once. Someone needs to show this boy a proper parent. What
Come
a
on,
proper
Dad,
parent
and Uncle
looks like.
Kitty,
Come.
and Uncle Wizard,
You'll
dude.
have time to clean up and eat a good meal."
I'm
And,
surprised you're not wildly offended by this.
When she beckons you, the old man says, "Oh, come now. We don't bite." And he smiles, showing you a gum-filled mouth. So, are you guys going? What do you do?
Well, I kind of want to check and see if, like, the chances of them rolling up on us at this time. I want to figure out, like, am I getting any weird vibes off
Are they
of them?
creepy?
Yeah, exactly. Are they creepy?
As creepy as old people are.
All right. A little ageist,
Like-
but
How much are they going to pinch my cheeks?
Just a slight pinch.
so all the time.
I get a feeling this is going to happen no matter what we do, so...
Do you
I'm
want
just
to
gonna
go or
with
not?
it.
Come on, get in the cart. Let's go in the wagon.
Dad, let's just go.
I'm down. I'm down for going.
Sure.
I'm going to be
son.
on guard the entire time, but
All right, so
Yes, I
All
am.
right.
I am their protection.
You all-
I shall travel alongside you.
you all hop in the wagon or, walk next to it.
I will be walking next to it. Thank you.
Okay. So I'm not going to narrate the rest of this part. I'm just going to kind of talk to you guys through it as here's the deal. In return for food and board, you will help them pick pineapples to sell at the market. By helping them, you will increase their productivity and of the day and actually generate more income for them than they have ever been able to generate. They're just these two old people. They can't pick as many pineapples as they need to in order to survive. They just pick the bare minimum because that's all they can do. But even
since we're picking pineapples, what kind of terrain are we looking at here?
so you're kind
this
of
like
in
a-
grassland. It looks
Okay.
like it's started to dry out. Not a lot of vegetation is come through. In fact, they kind of explained to you that they've had to sell off parcels of their land in order to stay afloat. So you can tell that they're basically farmers in poverty.
Okay.
And they're doing their best with what they have. They have at least a few acres of pineapple still left, and they're able to pick as much as they can. If you help them round up more, it'll generate high enough income. And here we go. The stars are out, your bellies are full, and the old folks are heading into bed. They seem to have set you up with a comfortable sleeping conditions within the barn, and the barn is oddly clean. It looks like it's only housed one animal for a very long time, and that is their mule. So you guys have really nice setup in the barn itself. What do you guys do? It's basically dark now. It's nighttime. You guys are expected to work tomorrow morning. What's up?
I need some ale. Like right now, it's been like 2 days since I've had a drink, and this is getting quite ridiculous. My buzz is completely worn off. These guys have got to have something fermented here, right?
I'm gonna say during dinner, you were able to drink.
I must have had quite a bit because I completely forgot about that. But thank you for reminding me, DM.
I'm sorry.
Get ready with an extensive conversation with the old lady about a child drinking booze.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you guys just
how
must have
about
helped
this?
me sneak it under the table.
Yeah.
Put it in your sippy cup.
You helped him, yeah. Your sippy cup.
See, I just thought it was hilarious that they thought that you were my dad and that I was a kid. I get it all the time as a halfling, so I just figured I'd go with it.
Well, if we're going to
Roll
ride
with
this
the
train
punches.
all the way, maybe I should start disciplining you properly as a father.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
As
Roll
he sips
for
his
it.
beer.
That's
That ain't gonna happen.
That's when it starts getting demeaning.
All right. Okay. So, bedtime. You guys going to bed?
Drogan's going straight to bed.
All right.
I am
We
going.
want to set up watch, I'm assuming.
I think we should set up watch. I was thinking of maybe
Just in
like
case.
scoping out the outside of the barn.
All right, I can take first watch.
You okay
I'm
with
not
that?
feeling much like sleeping anyways.
Okay. You sleep in the day most of the time anyway, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Not much of a night kitty, are you?
So So we're about to take a long rest, right?
Yes.
All right, I have a ritual here that says it can be used during a short rest. Does that count for a long rest too?
Sure. Yeah. I'll say you're doing a short rest before you do your actual long rest. So you're.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to perform
both.
Weapon Bond,
Okay.
which is an hour-long ritual. It's going to create a bond between me and the weapon of my choice, which will be my greatsword.
Cool.
I'm going to do something similar. I'm Pact of the Blade, and I'm choosing my light hammer as
Cool.
my weapon.
Cool. All right. You guys are basically going to sleep. You're taking first watch, Wisp?
Yes.
All right.
So you, Wisp, will you just wake me up when you want me to take next watch?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll do the last one.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. So now you guys are silent. You're sleeping. For some reason, Wisp, you have the unsettling feeling, an unsettling feeling within the barn. Something about the lack of life and the surrounding land pulls at your heart. So rather than sleeping, you find yourself roaming through the grass, trying to connect with nature. When you first arrived, you spotted a large oak tree about 30 feet from the barn. As you wander towards it, you see something moving at the base of the tree. What do you do?
Okay. Can I see what it is from where I'm at?
You just see something kind of like flopping around at the base of the tree. You're not
Okay.
quite sure what it is just yet.
All right. I'm going to cautiously approach with my bow drawn.
As you approach, before you is a very injured sturge. If you don't want to know what a sturge is, it's a beast that kind of resembles a monstrous cross between a large hummingbird and a mosquito. Judging by the climate in the area, the creature seems wildly out of place for you. This is something you've seen in Dantos many times.
Yes.
And then you know that many of your other ranger buddies have taken them as familiars. So this one is very injured. It's flopping around.
Okay.
What do you do?
All right. I'm going to approach cautiously, and I want to see the extent of its wounds, kind of calmingly approaching, using gentle words to soothe it as I approach.
Nature check.
All right. That would be a 5.
So when you first approach, you startle it immediately. Unfortunately, it's so wounded that it panics in the sense that it freaks out and tries to get away from you, but then can't get very far, and it over exacerbates itself, and it kind of passes out.
Okay.
So at this moment, it's passed out. Blood pressure's through the roof. It's freaking out. It can't get away. It's panicking. Now that it's basically prone, you can approach it without, trying to, worrying or anything like that.
Okay. All right. So I'd like to kind of go up and gently but quickly grab it behind the neck.
Okay.
Kind of, as if you would grab a snake.
Yeah.
To keep the pointy end away from me.
Okay.
And again, just continue to try and soothe the creature.
Roll another nature.
Be good. Oh my gosh. 4.
I'm gonna give you an advantage. You're holding it.
I have a +2. I have proficiency in it, but it's a 0
Right, that's
overall. Okay, so advantage?
You have one advantage here.
Thank you. Okay, that's a little bit better.
I would have
15.
laughed so hard if it
15.
was a 1.
I know.
Very good.
It sinks its beak into your neck.
So as it's waking up, it realizes that you have hold of it. It freaks out a little bit, but you're able to calm it down. It's still very injured, and you can tell that it's very injured. What would you like to do with that information? It's now calm, and it's able to kind of understand that you're not there to hurt it. You're there to help it.
Okay. I want to, again, holding it firmly, kind of start walking back towards the barn. But I want to kind of gain a bond with it. I want to try and take this as my companion. I would like to use Cure Wounds
Cool.
on the...
So I'm going to say because you use Cure Wounds, it's actually watching what you're doing, and when you use magic on it, the bond, it helps it solidify.
Okay.
You cure it to full health. It is now thankful for that connection, that healing, and you feel like the connection between the two of you is at 80% at this time. So because of the cure itself, it processed it. It said that it thinks that you're friendly. It knows that you're friendly. It's almost to the point of being fully connected.
Okay.
It probably won't leave your side for the rest of the night, so you can sleep, assured that this would happen.
All right, so I'll just spend the rest of my watch kind of circling the barn and comforting and holding the stirge until the next watch.
Okay, so one of the things I want to know is, you and I had talked about earlier that you are tabaxi that tries to sleep in higher places.
Yes.
Due to where you were, like your original homeland. Do you do that within the barn?
Yes, I was going to say if there is a raised supporting beam or like a loft or something like that, that is where I would naturally want to try and take rest.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to say that you kind of do that. That's almost a really good vantage point too to see what's going on after you kind of circle the barn a little bit.
I wake up Dantos before I...
Okay. And then Dantos, it is your turn, and nothing happens during your watch.
Okay.
It comes around the bend, and at dawn, old Kepi wakes you up, getting you started with pineapple picking. Wisp, you're alerted by their move. It's by your stirge, which you now named it
Edo.
Confirming your bond. So overnight, the bond has fully solidified. He is now your familiar, your companion.
EDO?
ITO.
ITO?
Yeah.
That was not what I was expecting.
All right. So I need you all to roll a d20 with added with your nature check. We're gonna when we do this like this, I'm gonna go around the bend and ask you your guys' number. That way I can write it down evenly.
Sure. I'm 13.
Okay.
8.
11.
12.
I'm distracted by my new pet.
You love that stirge, don't you?
You have caught a stirge.
You guys managed to wrestle up. Plus, so old Kepi and which, by the way, you guys now know their names.
Yeah,
I didn't explain that earlier.
We didn't.
We never
Old
asked.
Kepi and old Nanny Keeling. They are husband and wife. They usually manage to get 10 to 12 pineapples each round. You guys have gotten, altogether, you guys have pulled 85 pineapples, which is 8 times more than they've ever pulled in the last few months. After collecting a lot of pineapples, you load up the wagon and head to Duro City Market. After a mile into the trip, the roadway is blocked by a man. You immediately hear old Nanny Keeling saying, "Oh dear, but it's Saturday." She says to you, "Kepi and I have been forced to deal with this gentleman. We have to give up 1/3 of our wagon during the weekdays, but today is Saturday. I am so sorry." And then the man, as the wagon approaches, the man says, "Well, well, well. You old farts seem to have gotten some help. I wouldn't have stopped you, but it looks like you have a nice haul. I think it's fair you make good on your deal, since you have not brought us much in the last few months. I believe there is a debt due. Do you remember the deal? Have you forgotten? Do you remember the consequences, old lady? Do we have a problem?" And he scans all of you and watches what you guys are doing. What do you guys do?
Ho there, traveler! What is the nature of this deal?
Well, the deal is these old bags give me 1/3 of their pickings for the day.
For what?
And what do they get in return?
They get protection on this here road.
What needs to be protected here?
Well, they do.
From...
From me.
At least he's forthcoming.
Right. Well, they have a little bit more protection right now with all of us
Well, boy,
here.
this is ridiculous. I am sure your father will tell you to be quiet and be silent during matters of business.
What do you say, Dad?
Listen, how about you just let us be on our way this time?
Sounds like we have a problem.
Is there like bushes or trees on the side of the road? Is it still open, kind of open?
Very tall
grassland?
grass.
Oh, it's still tall grass?
Yep.
Okay. I would like to ready an action. I'm going to...
He says,
Okay.
I guess we have a problem, gentlemen. Seems like no one's unloading the carts. And as he does this, 3 other men come out of the tall grass.
I want to
That's
throw
what I
my
was
pebble
about
at
to
him.
ask about.
4 men total.
You're throwing your pebble?
My
Which
magic
one?
stone.
At the leader?
Yeah.
All right.
I
Roll
had
it.
plans and you ruined them.
Well... oh, I ruined them. That is a 9.
It's a 9.
A hot 9.
The pebble comes. You throw a pebble, and
Yeah.
it just kind of spins in the air,
Now
and
he
then
knows
drops.
what's up. Yeah.
Now he's on guard.
And he asks you all one last time. Is there going to be a problem, or are we going to have to make things a little more red?
I'm going to attempt to intimidate.
I'd like to bend down and pick up another pebble.
And I'm whispering to Ito to make sure he's awake and ready.
Okay.
Not putting a hand.
Are we
toward a
moving
new
into
weapon.
initiative or no?
I wanted
he
to
wanted
make an
Yeah,
attempt to
he's doing
intimidate.
All right, go
intimidate.
for it.
I'm going to say, listen, guys, me and my friends here, we're in kind of a hurry. So if you could just get out of our way and let us be on our merry way, there won't have to be trouble for you.
Roll in intimidation.
22.
He kind of takes a step back.
My words don't convey this, but Drogan is looking very menacing and very angry right now.
He sizes you up, and as this happens, you seem like he's going to say, "Okay, this time." But as this kind of happens, he looks at old Nanny Keeling and old Cappy and says, "Next time, when you don't have these men, it will be a lot worse." And he backs up, and he kind of steps into the bushes. As he does, one of them accidentally lets loose an arrow. And the bolt...
Accidentally. Air quotes.
Of course he did.
And it
I'm gonna
strikes...
accidentally do something to them.
It strikes the mule, and it hits him pretty hard.
Oh, not the livestock.
Oh.
And it hits him right in one of his legs. And now you can kind of see that it's kind of given out a little bit. The arrow's still stuck in his leg. And what do you guys do?
I want to ask, is this your whole lot? Implying wanting to know if there's any more than them than just the 4.
That's something that you don't get to know.
I'd like to ready a weapon.
I'd like to... I assume the mule is like probably starting to freak out.
Yeah.
I'm going to use beast speech.
Mhm.
And can I like talk to it and try and calm it down?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want me to roll animal handling?
Yep.
I'm assuming.
I'm
Can I
going
get
from intimidating
advantage?
to hostile.
Okay.
Can I get advantage because I'm using beast speech?
Yeah.
Cool. I rolled 19 twice, so that's 21.
Awesome.
Ooh.
You're able to ready the mule and like steady it down to where it's not going to jump off. It's still wounded.
I can't
but
really
it's
do much
it's
with that, but
a little less like wild hair about to split kind of thing.
and like
um,
kill itself.
I'm sorry. Did I hear you say that you're going hostile, Drogan?
Yeah, loosening the arrow goes from angry to aggressive. So
All right. So we're going.
And I wanted to ready a weapon as well.
We're going into a fight.
Yes.
Yes.
Roll initiative.
22.
15.
7. These guys are really pissing me off for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Like I just don't like these
I was
guys.
hoping I rolled initiative real high because I was wanting to immediately attack.
Right,
and-
yeah, I wanted to shoot an arrow right through an eyeball.
Oh, that's coming.
you have a crossbow.
I do. You guys all had cool stuff you wanted to do, and I like wanted to attack earlier. But I'm like, you guys have cool stuff. Let's let you guys do your cool things.
All right.
I just want to shoot someone
Wisp.
through the eyeball.
Wisp, you are up. There are 2 on each side of the wagon. There's a third on the right side, and then there's the leader that's in the middle of the road.
Okay. I immediately tell Wisp, I'm Wisp, tell Ito, feed. And then he flies straight at the guy in the middle of the road.
So, leader?
Leader.
All right, roll it.
Does that count for your...
He has 2. So he plays the action for his companion and then his action as well.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, I should also have you roll initiative for him.
His initiative would be 9.
All right, so you won't be able to use him right now.
Okay.
So it is your turn, though.
Okay, so I'm going to whisper to him who he's going to be attacking.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be rousing from sleep or whatever.
Yep.
And then ready my bow and fire on the leader.
Okay, go for it. Shoot it. Attack, roll.
That would be a 28.
That hits.
Well, no, not necessarily. What'd you roll?
Oh, it's a natural 20, actually, I should say.
Oh, it's a natty 20.
Yes,
So you
Crit.
yes, that's crit.
Thank
you.
Yeah.
No problem. Just want to make sure that gets in there.
Full damage. So full damage of one attack, right? And then roll the second part. So
Okay,
at
roll
least
a
you
D8.
get
19.
You let go of this arrow, it shoots directly through his throat and kind of almost down to the point where he's dead.
Wow.
You
all right.
one shot killed him.
One shot, dude.
And that was the leader, right?
And you basically
Yes.
made sure that he will never speak like that to an old person ever again.
It's a
And
perfect
seeing
first
this,
attack roll.
the old woman and the old man kind of like freak out a little bit. They're not used to violence or blood or anything like that. They've been trying to keep a very low key life, and now this is happening in front of them, just basically down the street from their house.
Yes.
One of the bandits just watched what you did and unleashes a crossbow bolt at you. 10. Does that 10 hit?
Nope.
All right, he
Does
misses. The bolt kind of whizzes past one of your ears. Drogan, your turn.
I am going to aim at one of the guys and cast Firebolt.
Okay. Which one? There's 2 on each side. Then there's the one just on the 2 kind of towards the back of the cart. 1 towards the front of the cart, and then the other one's dead.
I'll go for the guy near the front.
Okay. Roll it.
24.
All right, that hits. How much damage?
So 6.
All right, so it does 6 points of damage. This guy kind of just pops and bursts a little bit. You see that his hair is a little singed. You hit him pretty good, square right in the upper chest.
Right.
And you singed his clothing around the outside of his leather armor. Kyron.
So there's 2 round back and 1 round front? Or you said
2
on
in the back
side?
on each corner, and then
Okay.
1 in the front.
I will go ahead and cast, as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Hex on one of the ones in the back.
Mhm.
We'll go back right.
Okay.
And then I am going to pull out my hand crossbow and take a shot at him.
Okay. What does Hex do?
So Hex just places a curse on him,
Mhm.
and until the spell ends, which it has duration up to an hour, it's concentration,
Okay.
I will deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage if I hit him with an attack.
All right. Does he have to roll for a save?
Nope, he's just cursed.
Okay.
And actually, he also has disadvantage on ability checks made with chosen ability. I'll choose charisma.
Okay.
That is a 13.
Hits.
All right, so I do 4.
4.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Kyron's not the best roller here.
Well,
All right.
What's rolling? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Number the left one, the guy on the left, on the back left, is not quite sure what he's gonna do. He just picks a target randomly, picks you, Dantos, and he fires a crossbow bolt.
At this point,
7.
they just think he's a child.
Doesn't
Yeah,
15.
7. Doesn't hit.
Doesn't it?
All right, the bolt just
Things
goes
are getting
wild.
out of hand. I'll just take out the kid and get out of here.
Yep, exactly.
Positive
He
pain.
misses, and then it is now. It's Ito.
Ito, yes.
Ito. Like
As in-
Nito,
as
but
in
Ito.
mosquito.
Oh.
I don't think anyone understood that.
Clever.
We just got it.
Ba-doot-doot-doot-lee-doot.
So clever.
Clever enough. Alrighty, so Ito is going to change direction and okay, so who is still standing right now? If he went out like he was going towards the first guy, is he going to be coming back around?
There is a guy near the front. So there was 2 in the front. One of them is dead now. The other one is still on the front left side.
Okay, he's going after him.
Okay, go for it. He's the one who's been attacked and damaged already.
All right, perfect. 14.
14 hits.
Alrighty.
What's the damage?
Damage. So 7.
Cool. Little Ito goes flying over and just, and you hear, and then you just see the guy drop to the floor, and Ito is still just on top of him, just draining his blood out of it.
Ito is so metal. Go, Ito.
All right, now it is Dantos.
I am pointing my crossbow at there was 2 in the back?
Yep, there's the only 2 that are living at the
Okay, the back left.
Okay, back left, go for it.
A 9.
So you turn around with your crossbow and you just fire into the dirt, right at his feet.
That was a warning shot.
A little too much ale last
The one
night.
that you were attacking, Kyron, tries to then...
Shank me.
yes.
Okay.
16 plus 3.
Oh, that's a hit.
19.
Oh, man.
Okay. That is a 9.
Ouch.
Now it comes right around the bend, right back to Wisp.
All right, so I am going to yell at Ito to release and then turn my bow onto the same guy that Dantos just fired at.
Okay, go for it.
Natural 20 again.
Oh my goodness.
So 28.
Making up for those bad rolls at the
28?
start.
Yeah, so that would be...
That's a hit. I mean,
That would be
just barely.
the 12 damage plus
Wow.
12, 24.
He gone. As you,
So can we just rely on Wisp for all of this right now?
you
Good
pull back
kitty.
the strings on the bow. You let loose the arrow. It goes through his mouth as he's trying to bark orders at the other one. And, you know,
Cat beats
end of
dog
story.
again.
Yeah. End of story for that guy. There's one
'Cause you said
left.
bark.
And it is
Nice.
Drogan's turn.
All right, so the guy that I shot firebolt at earlier, he's still standing?
Yep.
All right,
He's
I'm
the only
gonna
one standing, right?
bust out my 2 hand axes and go for a good old-fashioned melee strike.
Go for it. Don't you have to roll 2 attack rolls for 1 per swing?
Do I?
Yeah. Yeah, 1 per hand.
Okay. That's fine. That's a 10,
That's a miss.
and that is a 22.
All right, so the first swing you miss, and then the second swing comes back, and you catch him right in the side. Roll for damage.
7.
All right, you cleave him right into the side of his ribs, and you seem to gash him straight across to the middle section of his chest, and he starts to bleed profusely as you cut him down. He is now dead. So there are 4 bodies laying here.
Glad to be of service, everyone.
Old Kepi and old Nanny Keeling are both sitting kind of stunned. They're still kind of worried and tending to the mule themselves, and they're kind of freaking out. And that is where we're going to end it for now. All right?
Boo-doo-ba.
Thank you for listening to Attack Roll. Join the adventure on Twitter at attackroll_pod. If your dice allow, please leave a review or rate us on your favorite podcatcher. And remember, keep your dice close, but your dagger closer.